Hello, everybody. Welcome back to I'll Read What She's Reading. I'm Reggie.
I'm Michaela.
And I'm Kennedy.
And today we are sharing our summer TBR lists.
Woo!
And we're very excited because we were waiting on you, I think.
No, I finished them all. I finished my
Was
spring.
it you that we were waiting on? Or we all did?
No, I did.
Yeah,
I
we all read our spring TBR, which we didn't do very well with our fall TBR. So we are dedicated to getting through all these books that we have on our summer TBR. And then some, probably. But before we begin, this might be like a little overdue by the time this episode comes out, but we wanted to just chat briefly the It Ends With Us trailer. Because, I don't know. I just feel like there's been a lot of talk while they were filming the movie. People weren't super happy with it. And I don't know if you guys feel like your feelings on the movie maybe have changed since seeing the trailer a little bit. I don't know.
I feel like it's going to be done well. I mean, obviously, I think there were things I would change, like wardrobe choices, maybe some of the cast, but I do think it will be done pretty well. I mean, the trailer made it look like it was going to be really good, except for the fact that it spoils the entire plot of the
Exactly.
book.
That was the thing that made me so angry. But
I mean, I think like the way it was pictured, I think was done well. I don't know. It's not necessarily how I pictured things, but I just think they could have just done a better job with the flippin' trailer without spoiling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It gives away.
Yeah. It really does.
Like the whole book.
There were so many other things involved in the plot that you could have put in there instead of the whole plot twist of the entire
Book. Yeah.
How about their song choice, though, for the trailer?
Ooh,
It's really good.
it was way good. Also, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I did picture Justin Baldoni when I read this book, and the fact that he is directing and starring in this film is just giving me life. And so I'm very excited to see him as Ryle because he was looking mighty fine.
He did look
in the
really
trailer.
good. He did look. Atlas.
Yeah.
See, I felt like when they put his picture up and they announced him, I was kind of like, eh. But then I was looking at pictures of him and I was like, okay, I can see it. But I think my one thing was I just don't want him to have the mustache.
I think they did him disservice by doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And someone commented
on
on it and said maybe like Atlas is gonna have like a glow up. I don't know. Shaves them up. I don't know. It's just not who I pictured him being. Because I pictured a guy that was kind of had like a mop of curls on his hair.
Yeah.
I don't know. He looks very cowboy to me. And I know he was like starred in like a cowboy like TV show or movie or whatever. And he just doesn't look like a city person to me.
Yeah.
That's just like my only.
You kind of think he was famous. Well, he's not super famous, chef, is he?
Well, they changed.
I don't know. You just think that he would look a little more classy.
Yeah.
A little more classy.
Did you guys notice or I don't know if in the interview or in a trailer they said this, they changed the name of the restaurant.
They did. Isn't it Bibs?
Yeah, but how in the world with the plot? How was that going to happen?
What is
what I'm talking about? It's Bibs in the book.
It's in the book.
Yeah.
I forgot what they changed it to.
I don't know, but I'm like, how do you...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Guess
I think there's I saw an interview with Colleen Hoover and Justin Baldoni. I think that's what I think she said something else was changed, but I can't remember what
I do
it was.
think they will stay pretty true to the book as far as like plot.
I have a hard time with book to movie or TV adaptations when they change things. It's sometimes like, not to bring this in, but Dark Matter, Michaela, you haven't watched it, but they changed actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, like they're adding in a lot of things
that weren't in the book, and to me the book was so good and perfect, it didn't need anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have my expectations set fairly low for the movie, just so that I'm not going into it expecting the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I didn't really notice. So many people were up in arms about the whole outfit choices, but I didn't really notice that too much in the trailer. Like, I wasn't paying attention to that.
The biggest thing I noticed was that the whole plot is in the trailer. And maybe if you hadn't read the book, you wouldn't realize that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's obvious though.
Yeah.
It's like so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also...
The way they zoom in on the hand.
Yeah.
And
So if you haven't read It Ends With Us, go read it. The movie comes out August 9th. I think the soundtrack's going to be pretty good. We're probably going to get an Andy Grammer number. Better be a good one. He usually writes a song for Justin Baldoni's movies because they're best friends.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like, did you ever see 5 Feet Apart?
No.
Mhm.
He did that song.
I will stand.
I will fight for you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And Blake Lively is besties with Taylor.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm sure there's going to be Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
lots of
yeah.
T Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm too.
So-
I'm interested just to see. I just wish they wouldn't have spoiled everything.
I'd be able, yeah, I feel like I would have been a
Like
lot more
leave
excited.
a little bit of mystery. I feel this is a little bit of a side tangent. They just spoil so much in trailers now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It gives the entire plot. Just give the vibe, kind of a little bit of what it's about, but nothing in the middle or the end.
I know,
Like,
because you'd be pissed if you read the back of a book.
That's
and
what I'm
it
saying.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
'Cause
back of a book.
Not to bring dark matter back into this, but I watched the trailer with Kendall before we watched it. He was like, cool, sounds good. And then after the first episode, he was like, I really wish I wouldn't have watched the trailer because then it would have been a lot more fun to watch that first episode. I was like, yeah. Because it spoils like a big plot twist in the book, in the trailer. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious the reasoning behind that, but I'm going to just trust the process, Colleen.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt about it not maybe giving it away so that people aren't going into it not knowing and not getting triggered.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that would maybe be one of the reasons, but I still feel like they don't do that for books unless you explicitly look at book, like what triggers are in this book, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, I mean, some now do have it on like the front cover. I forget which one I read where it says like, here's some of the things that are in this book if you don't want to read about it. I don't know. That would maybe be a reason why. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see how it does and if they will do a second movie for It Starts With Us.
I hope not.
I really hope not. I feel like it'd be such a waste.
If they do, then there's a certain thing that they need to give us more of in the movie that we didn't get in the book.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
So we just wanted to share our thoughts on that because we're invested. It's coming soon. So yeah, go read or listen to that book before the movie comes out so we can chat about it in a few months. But now we're going to get into our summer TBR. And we did ask on Instagram for you guys to suggest a book for each of us to read. And we're going to we each picked a book from the suggestions to add to our summer TBR. Because we want to see what you guys, it was really fun to see what books you thought we would like.
Should we start off with that?
Yeah, let's start off with that.
Okay. Should we say it like a lot of you guys picked Heartless Hunter for a lot of us, and so that's why we made it our book club for June, so that since you guys were interested in us reading it, it's just we're all gonna read it and then we'll make an episode about it. So that's why we picked it. Hope you like it.
Who wants to go first?
Michaela.
Oh, okay. Someone submitted Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I actually currently have it like on my, I have like 5 weeks left. to listen, like for it to be in my library. So, I'm just gonna kill two birds with one stone with that. So
I hope you like it,
I think I will,
because I've read it.
Yeah, I think it will be a fun / different read from what I've been reading. I feel like I've been reading a lot of young adult dystopian books, and so I'm excited to like maybe switch pace a little bit of something different.
I mean, you know what to expect. It's V. Schwab.
Yeah.
So you kind of know her writing style, but I think you'll like it.
Yeah. We shall see.
We shall see. I liked Vicious better than Vengeful. So
Okay.
if you do continue on in the series, there's supposed to be a third one. And I don't think it's been written, but I did like
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, you'll all know because we'll report back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Someone suggested I read Look Closer by David Ellis. And it's kind of I don't think it's necessarily like a thriller. It's more mystery. But a lot of the reviews just say wildly entertaining. I'm like, okay, I'm here for that. But it's like a wealthy couple with lots of greed and money issues and drama. But then there's also like a murder mystery involved in it. And it's been on my TBR. So when someone suggested it, I said, you know what? That is what I should read right now, because I feel like a lot of my summer TBR books do not fall in a thriller or mystery category at all. And I've always really liked thrillers, but recently the ones I've read, I'm just kind of like, maybe I'm not a thriller girl anymore, but maybe something a little more close to like this kind of a book will help break up a lot of the books I'm reading and give me that kind of vibe that I haven't been experiencing in a while. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to it. So Kay Lowry, you suggested I read it. If you think I should listen to it, let me know. Maybe you just physically read it, but I don't know if it would be better for me to listen, read. I don't know, but I'm planning on listening to it.
I'm excited for you to
We'll see how it goes.
I haven't heard of it.
Sounds fun.
So I'm excited. Okay. Someone recommended, well, her name is Caitlin. Caitlin recommended Wool by Hugh Howey to me. I actually have this book. I bought it quite some time ago. It is a dystopian sci-fi novel about people who live in a silo and they can't go outside. Kind of is giving me Fallout vibes a little bit. But it actually is a TV show on Apple TV.
Oh, no way.
Yes. So that's part of the reason why I bought the book, was so that I could read the book before I watched the TV show. But it is a series, so we'll see. But I will be reading.
That sounds really interesting.
I know. I'm excited.
Cool.
Good recommendation.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, should I say? I feel like Kennedy, this is also on
No,
your
if
list.
you take it, I'm gonna be so
I won't
mad.
take it. I won't take it.
No, you can take it.
No,
It's
I
okay.
won't. I won't.
No, take it.
I
Take it.
won't.
I'm on the
take
edge of my seat.
Take it.
You know
exactly
it
what
is.
it is. Just take it.
No, I won't. I am going to say.
You gotta
It's
just
okay.
say it.
When you say it, just know that I am also.
We'll do a
gonna-
shared one. This
Okay,
is our shared one.
Shared one. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Just for the summer.
By
I'm
Abby
so
Jimenez.
excited for you guys to read it.
Okay.
This is the first time I've read an Abby Jimenez book that you guys haven't read. I feel very special.
You share your thoughts on it first, Michaela, and then I'll share.
Oh.
Do you have any?
I have not a lot of thoughts. I also just like, I just want to be in a spot where I can just sit down all day long and just read it. And my life has been so crazy recently that I want to be able to give that book the attention it deserves, especially because I love her book so much. And this is my last book of hers that I haven't read yet. So I'm like just waiting for the perfect time. That's just why I haven't read it. And I feel like summer obviously is the best time to kind of read it. So
You took the words right out of my mouth.
oh, sorry.
No, that's perfect. I feel the same. I just want to be able to sit in the sun and read it.
Yeah.
And I've been putting it off because it's her last book. And I just know I will have a void in my heart once I read it.
Yeah.
Keep me posted on your reading.
What did you rate it?
I might have rated it 4.5.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
So out of that little 3-book series, for those of you who don't know, it's A Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer. Where is that in? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
I think it's 2. But here's the thing. Yours Truly, I liked the story a lot better. And the book as a whole better. But I love the male main character in this book the best.
Me and Michaela smirks.
Like,
Giggly.
I don't want to set your expectations too high, but all I will say is that, like, if I had to pick he'd probably be in my top 3 of book boyfriends for romance books. Specifically.
I mean, here's the thing. You can't set my expectations high because they're already high.
Yeah.
Because it's Abby.
Yeah.
So.
Keep me posted.
Okay.
I will. Yeah. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right, Reggie,
I'm
you're up.
excited. Well, to go into the romance realm, because there's another one we're all going to say, but I'm going to say People We Meet on Vacation because I still have yet to read that, actually. It's the only Emily Henry book I have not read. And I'm pretty sure it was her very first one.
It's my least favorite.
So I'm going to listen to it. I just got it available on my Libby today.
Nice.
I wonder if you will like it.
You might.
Do you mean like you're thinking that I'll like it better than I think, or you're saying you don't know if I will like it?
No,
at all?
I think I don't know. I really liked that book. And the only reason is I just think you will like a certain aspect of it because I think you'll be able to relate to it a little bit more.
Okay.
I think the reason why I rated it super low was because I had just read Tower of Dawn. And then I went to People We Meet on Vacation. And I was like, this is the most simple. You know what I mean? When you go from fantasy to romance, it just was a bad timing for me.
Yeah. Time and place is like a big part of it. So
That's a good summer book.
That is a good summer book.
Yeah. I meant to read it last summer and then I just didn't for some reason. I don't know. So, I mean, I have the physical book. So I might kind of like tandem listen and read it. But yeah.
Love it.
I'm excited because I love Emily Henry. But I'm kind of like, it's kind of like with you with Just for the Summer. Like I'm a little scared to read it and then be done with it. Because then it's like, I'm done with Emily Henry for a while.
Well, you could go read her old books.
I guess that's true.
She has more than the big like 5 ones that everybody reads. She does have more. But
I think they're not technically just her.
Oh.
Like she writes
like co-wrote them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With other people.
Okay.
Because I was looking at her profile the other day. Except for A Million Junes. And The Spirit. And I don't know. But some of them she like co-writes with other people. Yeah. Oh, there are some that she does have just herself. Anyways.
Yeah. Felt like a good summery romance
That's
read
a very
for
good
me.
one. Oh gosh.
Okay.
So
my book is not at all summer. Honestly, I do have some that are a little bit summery. One that I'm putting on my Summer TBR because I loved the last book in the series is Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. In a previous episode, I'm going to eat my words right now. In a previous episode, I said I didn't understand the hype of Red Rising. I have since changed my mind. The last book, which is called Morningstar, was so incredibly good. I can't even explain it. And I'm dying for one of these two to read the series. There's a lot of things that Pierce Brown's writing is kind of hard to understand and get a grasp on. So I feel like by book 3, I finally understood him and how he writes. But it's just so good and so fun.
So that one's the 4th book?
Yes, but originally Red Rising was a trilogy. So he wrote 3 books. Morningstar was supposed to be the end. But this book is a continuation in the same world. I'm a little worried because it's multiple point of views, whereas the original Red Rising trilogy was just from the main character's point of view. So that's a little bit different. And I was expecting one of the point of views to be one of my favorite characters, and it's not. So I'm a little pissed off about that, but it's okay. I trust Pierce. But I'm putting that on my summer TBR because I'm kind of feeling not super motivated to keep going. But I need to be motivated.
That makes sense.
But
do we want to all say this together?
I don't know if I know what book you're talking about.
You'll know.
You'll know.
1, 2,
I don't know.
3. Reckless.
Oh,
By Lauren Roberts.
I forgot that was coming out.
I know that's like on all of our TBRs for this summer, so I just had to come out and say that. I'm so unbelievably excited.
My most anticipated read this year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I saw a TikTok that Lauren like put like one of her like most favorite tropes in this book.
I wonder what it is. Do we know?
I don't
Maybe
know.
we'll have to ask her.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just really excited.
Here's the real burning question. Are you guys going to read / listen to Powerful?
If I have extra listening hours this next month on my Spotify, then I will.
I think you guys might need to.
Seriously?
Yes, because I think a character from that book who wasn't in Powerless might be in Reckless.
That's what I've heard. But
Michaela, you can use my extra Spotify hours.
I have 9 weeks left on the Libby app.
Well, it's an open invitation if you ever want to
Thanks.
use them.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't want to, but if I have to, I will.
It was okay. It was better. Okay, that sounds like I'm dissing Lauren because I'm not. It was a great book. It's just kind of like what you have said. It's hard to listen to a book when you know exactly how it ends. It was really cute though.
Okay.
So I didn't feel like it was a waste of my time.
I think I will listen to it when my Spotify renews, and then yeah.
Anyways, Reckless. It's going to be so good.
I'm so excited.
I almost want to like open up my Powerless book, go to the back and read the first chapter of the book just again, because it was that good. Yeah.
It was so good. I'm waiting on the Libby app for Powerless.
His voice.
Yeah, I
is
want to see if
very
I
good.
can get it
It is.
before. It says I have several months, so maybe not.
Wait, did you just say 7 months?
Several. I'm 1,088th in place. I started at 1,200.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Lauren would have ever expected her book to blow up the way that it has?
No.
Because it's actually so cool when you really sit down to think about it.
Yeah.
Because
Like
she was originally just on Book Talk like anybody else and then decided to write a book, right?
Yeah. My one claim to fame is I actually got her book when I like pre-ordered her first drop.
Yeah, you have first edition.
Yes.
Self-published.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it sucks that Reckless is not going to match, but that's okay.
Worth it.
Worth
You
it.
Put you
know,
on someone's Rob list.
I
If we
know.
haven't inspired you guys to read Powerless now, this is your sign. Especially if you're new to fantasy. Like, it's so funny because we've talked about this on the podcast a lot. But once you start reading fantasy, you just like, it's hard to read other genres. And, I mean, I don't think that's the case for everybody, but I have had like 3 people message me in the last like 3 months. I want to get into reading, but I don't want to read fantasy. And I'm like, okay, but the number one book that I recommend people read very first to see if they want to dip their toes into it is Powerless.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, I don't know about fantasy, read Powerless and then see if your mind has changed, because it's it's an easy read.
And also
It's not very complex.
it feels really nostalgic to those books, the iconic books you read in middle school.
Yes.
It's very nostalgic feeling.
Yeah. My cousin's wife actually just read Powerless and she wasn't thinking she was wasn't gonna like it, and she's been sending me like fan art on Instagram. Like, she is obsessed. So we just can't say enough good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, my turn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard about this book for a while now, and I'm thinking this might be the perfect time for me to read it. Red Rising.
Oh,
Because I was thinking about it. I bought them during the the Kindle sale that was just recently, the Amazon book sale. And I bought the first three books because they were on sale. And Kennedy's been really wanting someone to talk to about it. And also, I feel like since it's fresh on your brain, it might, if I'm like having a hard time following anything, you'd be able to help me out. Plus, I like that the books aren't super long. They don't seem very long.
they're like
300 or 400.
I think the first one's around 400 pages, but the print in the book is really small, so I don't know how many words it is, but yeah, they're not super long.
I don't know. It just sounds... I feel like I have a lot of fantasy books on my TBR, but this one stands out a little bit because it seems very... Yeah. I'm excited to enter that world.
Here's the crazy thing.
I'm scared to start it.
No.
I'm excited.
His writing is a little hard to comprehend at first. But here's the thing that I loved about the first Red Rising book is there's something that happens within literally the first like 50 pages that makes you so invested. Like, I've never been that invested in a book so quickly, and then that theme continues on throughout the entire 3-book series.
Sold.
It's like the first one is like Hunger Games meets Dune. Yeah, Hunger Games meets Dune.
Still haven't seen Dune
Well,
or
now
read
I'm
it.
gonna have FOMO.
You can get to it eventually. It's okay.
You can borrow my Kindle when I'm done.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I hope you like it. I think the first book probably was my least favorite of the 3, just because I kind of found it hard to follow at times because I didn't really get
I
him.
just also feel like with my schedule for the next couple months for the summer, June and July are like my least busy, so I'm like I might as well start that. You know,
when you
start
have the
getting into
time
that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. Honestly, just watching your reaction to the end of that third book that you posted on our TikTok, I was like, sign me up.
It makes me want to cry thinking about it.
She's getting teary.
It's so good.
I feel like I have a guess on what happens.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Just by your reaction.
Okay, wait, we'll cut it out. What do you think happens?
I think someone dies. No? I think someone dies.
You know, no one gives me death in books. Not that I'm asking for it, but
it was just a roller coaster.
Rip my heart out, please.
It was a roller coaster. Okay.
All right.
Mine, I'm going to put this on my Summer TBR because I need to be held accountable, and I don't honestly know if I will read it without being held accountable. That book is Flawless by Elsie Silver. After our episode a few weeks ago with Heather talking about one of the characters in this series of romance novels, I just felt like that was a sign for me to finally dive into the Chestnut Springs series. And I have the book physically, so it's time. Time to read about some cowboys.
Do it.
And I just feel like it's summer vibes.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it.
I've heard her writing's pretty spicy.
Ooh.
So I guess we'll see.
Spicy summer.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, it's me again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'll stop picking books that I know you guys are going to read. So my husband actually bought me this book, and so I need to read it. He keeps getting a little sad that I haven't read it yet. It's The Hurricane Wars by Thea Gazan. I really don't know a lot about what it's about, but I'm excited. It's really sweet that my husband got it for me.
I've heard good things about it.
He bought me the special edition one. So yeah, I need to read that. It needs to happen so my husband can feel like he is a part of my reading experience.
It's sweet when they kind of pick you don't tell them what book and they pick one because they think you'll like it.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
I know. I thought it was really sweet. So, yeah, I'm keeping myself accountable because I have it. I'm trying to knock off the books that I have physically before I start to buy more books. So,
Nice. All right. Well, this was not originally on my list, but it just came into my brain. I'm going to read Done and Dusted.
Ooh.
oh,
Because
That one's
I
cute.
feel like they're kind of like short,
Yeah.
like really easy,
It's really
like
short.
listen or read. And ready for a summer romance, Sorry, I was going to start singing High School Musical. It's really just running through my head on repeat. So, summer vibes seems like. Just looking at the cover.
And it is really
Seems fun.
short.
Yeah, it's short.
It's a good one to use when you have some leftover Spotify hours.
Mhm.
You could probably do.
It says it's like not even 7 hours.
I was gonna say you could probably do that and Powerful in 1 month if you wanted.
Ooh, maybe that's what I should do.
Mhm.
And yeah,
It's pretty short.
I don't you love how with your audio, like having Spotify, having Audible, with your listening hours, your Libby, it's like a game.
It's like Tetris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, how can I fit this here? I actually, you guys, when I was listening to Funny Story, I was using it on my Spotify, and I got an email that said your Spotify credit for the month is has now expired, and it said I had 3 minutes left of listening to the book. So I had
Ooh.
literally read. Had like the one chapter left that I was gonna read
You
physically.
should have turned your phone
And
on
then
airplane mode.
Well, this is the thing. This is what's hilarious. I shut my book, and because I was like, I had to go listen to like the last little bit because, anyways, I get that email once I start listening to it, and I'm like, what the heck? That's so weird. I had 3 minutes left of the book. You guys, literally like the last 2 words of the book.
Oh
It just
my.
stops. So I went back and physically read the last again because I liked the ending anyways, but I just thought that was funny
that's hilarious.
because
That is funny.
it's never cut me off before,
It's cut me off.
but I got that email and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was like a game. I just sat there watching. I'm like, is it gonna turn off? I had like 2 words left in it. Stopped. But
Spotify can't gift you those 2 words. No. They can't
Absolutely
gift you
not.
that 0.2 seconds.
I'm curious to see if you'll want to read Swifted and Saddled. Are you on the wait for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very cute. They're just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a cowboy romance.
Yeah.
And he calls her darling. Right?
Sugar?
Hello,
It's
favorite
sugar.
darling.
It's sugar.
Sugar?
Sugar.
Sugar. I think I wrote that in my
I've
review.
never
Yeah.
read a cowboy romance,
It
so I'm
was cute.
intrigued.
That was my first one, I think.
Me too.
It was cute.
Yeah.
It's cowboy summer. I should have worn my cowgirl shirt that I have. My
Dang,
little
what
guy
are you
riding a bull.
doing?
I don't know. Okay. Taking a slight left turn because we're still in the romance realm, but I believe this is considered dark romance technically. Michaela's face is shook. I read the first book in this series. It's Butcher and Blackbird
Oh.
by Bryn Weaver. The second book comes out sometime in June. I think sometime in June. I already have pre-ordered it on Audible. I just was like,
I
I'm gonna
love
use one of
it.
my credits. They're honestly, once again, they're more in the dark romance realm. They're not super dark romance, but they're not like you have rom-com on one side, dark romance on the other. It's about in the middle.
Okay.
They're really funny, actually. I laughed out loud to Butcher and Blackbird. Absolutely outrageous. It's about serial killers, which sounds crazy, but it was just a fun, and it was a fun book, and I laughed out loud. So I'm going to continue on.
I thought you were going to say like something different. I don't know why. When
No.
you said dark romance, I was like, Kennedy.
No, you know
You're
what?
entering into that.
You know what? I'm kind of sick and tired of trying to branch out because every time I branch out of a normal genre, I don't like the book.
But way to be for
Yeah.
being adventurous.
Thanks. I'll take that as a
Proud
compliment, I
of
guess.
you.
Thanks. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Most
strong
likely
enough.
to.
Not I. This is also on my bookshelf that I really need to read. The Brothers Hathorne
Oh my gosh.
by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
I still need to read freaking Inheritance Games.
That one's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
need to
I
read
need to add
that.
So is it technically the 4th book? It's not like it doesn't start over a new series, right?
I think it's from the brothers' perspective. I don't think it's from Avery's perspective.
I don't think so either. It's technically the 4th book in the Inheritance Games. And oh my gosh, and then it starts over. The Grandest Games comes out July 30th.
This year?
This
Wait,
year.
so wait, I'm confused. Say that again.
So this is a number 1 in the series, The Grandest Games, and The Brother Hawthorns is a number 4 in the Inheritance Games.
Oh, so she's starting a new series with the same people?
I think so, because at the end of the Inheritance Games,
I'm gonna have to have a refresher before I read that book. I think
I think the characters will still be in it, but I think it's going to be the perspective of the people like playing. Do you remember? No?
I don't know if I do.
Okay. That's okay.
Because wait,
Remember they were going to create the games.
which book are you talking about? Which book did you put on your summer TBR?
Oh, my summer TBR is Brother Hathorns.
Oh, okay.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Hathorn. Sorry, I went on our thing. But the Grandest Game comes out July 30th.
Okay.
So I didn't know that.
Honestly, that's a good summer TBR because then you can jump back into that world when the other one releases if you want to read it.
Yeah. Anyways,
Those are really fun. If you haven't read the Inheritance Games, they're a very fun young adult. Would you call it a mystery? It's kind of like Clue-ish.
yeah.
I don't know. Lots of riddles.
I like to compare it to like Knives Out,
Mm-hmm.
Glass Onion
Mm-hmm.
kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But just more young adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law read them and loved them.
Yeah.
They're
I
very
can't believe
fun.
I haven't read them yet, honestly. I don't know why I always forget about them.
They're so good.
They're
I think
so
they're
many-
so fun.
So might
Yeah.
have to add that to my end of summer fall.
That would be a good fall one.
Yeah,
That would be a good
it
fall
would.
fall read.
Do you remember when I was in New York and I had Cole take a picture of me at a Checkers?
Yes. A chess.
You know how like in New York in the parks
Oh,
they
yeah.
have like that's a part of the book, and so I made Cole take a picture and I sent it to Kennedy and I was like, look, I'm playing chess.
She also, you guys, Michaela did a photo shoot based on
Yeah,
the Inheritance Games.
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, it was cute.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring back
Yeah.
your series.
You might have to post that on our Instagram story when
Okay.
this comes out.
You really should.
Yeah,
I could.
you should.
I just ran out of I have a lot. I have like a list of like photo shoots I want to do. I just haven't ever gone to them because I got busy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this summer.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do
Maybe
that.
in the winter.
The winter.
Yeah.
Actually, it
Post-wedding
was really
season.
fun. I did it at like 12 a.m. like at night. It was great.
Now you have to post it because we talked about it.
I
You got to
know.
post it
Mhm.
now.
I
I'll
thought it was
remind you.
kind of fun. So
It was cute.
Very cute.
Thanks. I guess I've taken pictures as Selena,
True.
you as Feyre, and you as Manon.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
We
Maybe-
still have content from that week.
I
We
know.
have
Probably
so
post.
much. I've thought about making TikToks about it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
We
Anyway.
love dressing up. I'm gonna say If We Were Villains by I know it's
Ooh.
available on my Libby soon.
Same.
We have that book.
By M.L. Rio. This is also, I guess it is kind of thrillery. Would you say?
I don't know. I've just seen it, and so I had it on.
Oh, I've read that.
You have?
It's
have I read
basically
that?
like some people that are trying to say that they aren't to blame for some murders that happen, I think. But I don't know if it's like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I've read that.
So I don't know if Kennedy liked it from what I am seeing, but a lot of people that I am friends with on Goodreads really liked it.
Let me tell you one thing to expect in this book. There's a lot of Shakespeare. Like, a lot of it. Word for word, Shakespeare in the book. That's why I didn't like it as much. Because I'm not smart enough to understand Shakespeare. It's about these kids, it's like dark academia.
Mm-hmm.
These kids at a college, a murder happens, and they are in like the drama program at the collect.
Love good
so
drama.
you might really like it.
Love a good drama group. Some thespian.
Yeah, if you it talks
Where you're a
literally
thespian.
a lot about Shakespeare, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of like symbolism in Shakespeare. Once again, I'm too dumb for that, so it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, I've had it on hold on my Libby for forever, and I just saw, just barely, that it's available to me like very, 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 very soon. So I'm intrigued by it.
You might really like it.
And yeah, so I guess I kind of have a variety on my spring TBR now that I'm thinking about it. I didn't think I did, but I guess I do. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that book is all about.
I'm excited for you to read it because I mean, obviously with any book, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I think you might like it way more than I did.
All
Michaela,
right.
if you listen to it, I don't know if you'll like it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm excited to hear your guys' thoughts about it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
A 5-week wait right now.
Okay.
Nice.
The vibes were really cool. Once again, dark academia, college.
Did you listen to it or did you read
I
it?
read it.
Mm.
It was like one of my first books I read on a Kindle. So
Cool.
I guess I'm the last one for our summer TBR. This is a lot of pressure, and this book is not summer vibes at all. So I'm sorry, but I don't know if whoever's listening to this, I don't know if you guys follow the book TikToker. Oh my gosh, the book TikTokers, Kristen and Maddie. They're sisters. I actually really love their videos. They put me on this book. It's called Artificial Wisdom by Thomas R. Weaver. It's a sci-fi thriller, and that's about all I know. I want to say it has to do with artificial intelligence, but I'm not entirely sure. But when they were talking about this book, they posted a TikTok about it. I immediately added it to my TBR because it just sounds incredible. And it is a new release. And I think it's this author's first book. So I'm excited.
That's exciting.
I guess I'm in my sci-fi era. A
You
lot of my
like
books
it.
are sci-fi.
It's so fun.
Well, that is our summer TBR. And we know that we will be reading a lot more than just those, but I think maybe those are maybe some of our most anticipated reads. All the books we talked about will be linked in the show notes below, and I'll try to share as many as I can on our Instagram so you guys can go and look at them. If you want to add them to your TBR, you can always check out our Goodreads too for our TBR lists because they are miles and miles long. If you're needing some sort of inspo, or even like based off of books we've read, if you feel like, oh, I really like sci-fi, Kennedy might have some good suggestions, you can always run to our Goodreads. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. So we will see you next week. Feel free to leave a written review if you love listening to our podcast. We love you guys a lot. Hope you have a great summer, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.